Out of all the villains, who's your favorite?
Well, let's try Mary Jane Watson this time. I've been feeling really sorry for Peter Parker lately.
So you're saying she upgrades with every guy?
Tragic, isn't it? Spidey fights monsters in the streets, but the real villain's holding his hand. Welcome back to BigfootFlix, Roddick, the only podcast hosted by someone who still gets blurry in 4K. And today, folks, oh boy. All right, guys, my guest has blown up banks and ruined more birthday parties than a bear in a campground.
Oh, you make me blush, Bigfoot. But to be fair, explosions are festive if you think about it.
Okay, dude, straight out of Gotham, the clown prince of crime himself, the Joker.
And straight out of the woods, the hairiest host since Chewbacca tried stand-up comedy. What a team we make.
I gotta ask, Tepid, do you even need an introduction? Gotham's tabloids can't go a week without your name on the front page.
Well, you know what they say. Bad press is still press, and press makes great origami hats when you're bored in Arkham.
How'd you even get here without Batman tailing you?
Oh, I invited him. Sent him a postcard. He hates postcards.
Well, perfect. So if we hear glass breaking mid-show, that's him crashing in?
Exactly. And if that happens, you keep recording. This might be your highest rated episode yet.
All right, Joker, say hey. For the 3 listeners who've been living under a rock, or in my case, behind one listeners, who exactly are you?
I'm just a humble entrepreneur, sometimes in the form of laughter, sometimes in the form of explosions. Same thing, really.
But where'd you come from? What's the backstory? People want to know if you are less scary.
Well, once upon a time, I was a struggling stand-up comedian. Or maybe I was a failed chemical engineer. Memory's fuzzy.
I nearly don't understand that, dude. You don't remember? Or you don't want to remember?
Oh, I remember plenty. I just like to keep people guessing. A little mystery makes life spicy, Bigfoot. Oh, sorry, ape.
Buddy, I've been hiding from cameras since before you were born. Mystery's my brand.
Well, exactly. You get it. See, some people want the truth. Me, I want a better punchline.
So, Joker, take me back. First time you crossed paths with Batman, what happened?
Love at first sight. Or was it hate at first punch? Either way, he was tall, broody, dressed like a bat with anger management issues.
All right, dude, what were you doing at the time? Feeling intimidated or just ready for a mugshot?
Oh, you know, little this, little that. Setting up a funhouse full of explosives. Totally normal Tuesday in Gotham.
How did he find you? Honestly?
I think he followed the laughter. Or the screaming. They sound the same from a distance.
And your first thought when you saw him? Confusion, maybe?
Finally, someone dressed worse than me. And that's saying something, coming from a guy in purple pinstripes.
So that first fight, was it as epic as people say? Or did one of you trip over your own cape first?
Magical. He punched me, I laughed. He punched me harder, I laughed louder. It was like jazz, violent, improvisational jazz.
Let's talk about the big ones, Day. The fights people still gossip about in Gotham coffee shops. You know, the ones that made the news and probably broke a few bones.
Yes, that was my greatest hits, dude. Hijacking Gotham's TV for a comedy special.
Yeah, dude, the comedy special?
Yeah.
Where the laugh track was just people screaming?
Exactly. Authentic reactions. None of that fake sitcom stuff.
Yeah.
I really enjoy their honesty.
And Batman still showed up for that? Guess even he can't resist a bad joke.
Of course. He's like my biggest fan. I think he has alerts set for my name. Must get exhausting chasing me all the time.
Yeah, but exhausting for who? Him or you?
Neither. It's a game. He's the straight man, I'm the punchline. We need each other.
So, Joker, let's talk about Arkham Asylum. What's it really like on the inside?
Arkham J, my vacation home. You check in screaming, you check out laughing, or is it the other way around?
Well, people picture it as a nightmare. Dark halls, screaming inmates, guards with that 1,000-yard stare.
It is, but it's also charming. The decor, early haunted house. And the food? Well, if you like mystery meat, you're in luck.
Do you get along with the other inmates?
Or is it more like a never-ending group therapy session gone wrong?
Of course. I'm the life of the party. Sure, Riddler hates losing at charades, and Bane cheats at arm wrestling, but we manage.
Well, dude, ever try to escape? Try?
I've succeeded multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
The trick is making them think you're still inside.
Let's stir the pot, Chiraza. What's the villain scene in Gotham really like behind the headline? Dude, it's a circus. Penguins boring dinners, Riddler's puzzle invites, Catwoman stealing everything.
Sounds like a dysfunctional family reunion.
Exactly. The only difference is someone usually ends up in a rocket heading for the moon. Who is the most annoying person that you've ever had to work with? Two-Face. You never know which side's gonna show up. The charming lawyer or the guy flipping coins over whether to blow up your car.
And Batman still crashes the party?
Every single time. Like a bat-shaped pinata nobody invited.
All right, let's talk about the big bat in the room. You've been fighting Batman for years. Is he really as scary as people think?
Scary? Please. He's just a guy in a cape with anger issues and a voice that sounds like he swallowed gravel.
But he still beats you, right? I mean, the headlines make it look like he's always one step ahead.
More of a dance. I throw chaos, he throws punches. Everybody's happy except maybe the hospital staff.
Respect him. Even after all the brawls, chases, and, multiple trips to Arkham.
Oh, absolutely. You can't have a good joke without a straight man. And Batman is the straightest man alive. All right, final question before Gotham PD cuts the power. If Batman vanished tomorrow, what would you even do with yourself?
I'd retire for about 48 hours. Then I'd get bored, blow something up, and hope he comes running back.
So you'd miss him? Like a dentist misses cavities.
Uh-huh.
Without Batman, it's just crime. With Batman, it's art.
Touching and slightly terrifying. Which, coming from you, is basically a compliment, dude.
My favorite combination. It keeps life interesting and everyone else on edge.
For all the chaos you cause, you're actually pretty chill to talk to.
Well, don't tell Gotham that. I've got a reputation to maintain.
Touching and slightly terrifying. Which, coming from you, is basically a compliment, dude.
My favorite combination. It keeps life interesting, and everyone else on edge.
Fair enough. But honestly, it's nice not having to dodge exploding pies while we chat.
You're my guest today. I save the exploding pies for people I don't like.
So I'm in the safe zone?
Well, at least. For now.
Well, I'll take it. That's probably the closest thing to a hug I'll get from you.
Oh, God.
Don't push your luck, fuzzball. My hugs tend to explode. Or I just make sure you don't want.
Joker, when you're not terrorizing Gotham, what do you do?
I garden.
You're kidding. I can't picture you in overalls planting daisies without, some kind of detonation involved.
Well, nope. Nothing like watching something grow, so I can use the flowers in a poison bouquet later. Well, dude, there's the Joker I know. Hate-worthy, but never disappointing.
What can I say? Consistency is key, especially when chaos is your brand.
Pretty sure most brands don't involve acid-spraying flowers and laughing gas.
Exactly. That's why mine stands out in the marketplace.
Yeah, dude, in the kind of marketplace that gets evacuated every time you show up.
Empty aisles mean faster shopping. No lines, no crowds, just me and the chaos of choice.
The cashiers love you.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing brightens their day like a customer who pays in counterfeit money and riddles.
Do you own a wallet? Or do you just pull rabbits and smoke bombs out of your pockets?
Well, of course. It's just full of punchlines. Every time I open it, it's like a stand-up routine waiting to happen.
Figures, dude. Probably safer that way, too.
Exactly. Nobody robs a clown, Bigfoot. They're too busy running in the opposite direction.
All right, you cause mayhem in Gotham, but what do you think of the chaos here in the United States?
Oh, America doesn't need me, Bigfoot. You've already got the best clowns running the show. They just wear suits instead of face paint.
All right. So you're saying it's one big circus
with the audience not even realizing they bought tickets?
Exactly. Politics is just Gotham without the bats. You've got money disappearing, crowds rioting, and half the country booing while the other half cheers.
That sounds like one of your shows.
Ha! The difference is, when I do it, at least people admit it's supposed to be a joke.
Think you'd run for office? Dude, I mean, you already give speeches, draw crowds, and leave chaos behind. That's half the job description. I'll already have, Bigfoot. Every time I walk into a room, it's election season. The only difference is my campaign promises actually explode.
All right, let's dig in. What makes someone a villain in your eyes? Is it the chaos, the crimes, or just the costume?
That's just a label, Bigfoot. To me, a villain is the one who hurts the most, not just people, but the system, the comfort, the illusion.
I had to disagree with you this time, Joker. I feel like heroes are the most suffering.
Heroes break bones, I break smiles. Guess which one leaves a scar that lasts longer?
So you're saying it's not about the crime, it's about the impact?
Exactly. A broken bank heals. A broken belief? Now that lingers.
So if scars last longer than crime, does that mean you see yourself less as a clown and more as a surgeon of fear?
So Batman hits me, and they cheer. I whisper one joke, and Gotham eats itself alive. That's surgery.
And what do you see underneath, dude?
A city just as sick as me.
Maybe worse.
I'm not the infection, Bigfoot. I'm the symptom they deserve.
So you see yourself as more than just a villain? Not just chaos, not just trouble, but something bigger?
Villain, hero, clown. Labels are for the people too scared to admit they wear masks too.
Dude, you're saying everyone's hiding something?
Not hiding. Pretending. That's the real punchline.
Out of all the villains, who's your favorite? There's gotta be one who impressed even you.
Rose. You know, from the Titanic. She let Jack freeze while she sprawled across that big door all by herself. Cold-blooded move, literally.
Rose? From Titanic? How is she a villain? She wasn't robbing banks or blowing up Gotham, and she was just on a boat.
Exactly. Nothing's more villainous than hogging all the wood and letting your boyfriend drown. Cold-blooded, Bigfoot. Literally.
Dude, no, I mean a villain who has a superhero to defeat.
Well, let's try Mary Jane Watson this time. I've been feeling really sorry for Peter Parker lately.
Dude, you're so unreasonable. She's just an artist, after all. How could you choose her?
All right, Flash the jock, Harry the rich kid, John the astronaut, Spider-Man the hero. Ha, notice a pattern?
So you're saying she upgrades with every guy?
Exactly. She doesn't fall in love. She climbs. If she had a code name, it'd be the Spotlight.
Wow. That's actually kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
She is the real social climber.
Told you. Not every villain wears a mask. Some just smile, say I love you, and drain you dry while the world cheers them on.
I see, dude. She is not interested in normal Peter, leaves when he drops, and makes romance as a social ladder.
Exactly. Which makes her scarier than any masked psycho, because Peter still calls it love.
Man, poor Peter. Saving the city every night, and the real heartbreak comes from his own girlfriend. Tragic, isn't it? Spidey fights monsters in the streets, but the real villain's holding his hand.
Well, that's our time, folks. From Gotham's chaos to Titanic's tragedy, and even poor Peter Parker's love life, we've covered it all.
And remember, Bigfoot, sometimes the biggest monsters aren't the ones hiding in the woods.
Great. Now I won't sleep tonight.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for that.
All right, that's it for today's BigfootFlix. Stay blurry, stay curious, and
maybe double check who you're dating.